If you want more FIFA content from me, I'm now uploading exclusive videos to Patreon. The link for that is down below. And if you want to avoid the random lottery that is FIFA points, you can go straight to the source with u7buy.com. And of course, you can use the code TVM at checkout to get yourself a discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another player review. Today, a player that I really wanted to pick up. As soon as I saw the FUT Birthday Squad, I was like, yes, please, I'll have some of that. There's only really two other cards I really wanted to try. One of which is Munyain, and I think the other one is João Cancelo. I wanted to try Gaetan, but I've got a funny feeling that review will do absolutely terrible. So if you want to see that, let me know down below. If you want to see any other review from FUT Birthday as well, let me know, and I will try and get it done as quickly as I possibly can. Correa, though, was one of those cards I knew would go under the radar. He has done. He's not cheap, but he's like 100k, which I don't think is that expensive for this guy. Like with a sniper cam style, he turns into a 93 rated centre forward. That's high. That is a very high-rated striker. Like I said, I'm not being a hypocrite here either. I criticised the FUT Birthday Squad yesterday for being the same faces, but that's why I'm interested in Correa. That's why I want to pick up that objective, is it Paqueta? Because they're not players you normally get to see in a promo. So that's why I'm excited by them more than anything. But with that being said, Correa does have some really nice stats. You know, he's got, with a chem style at least, 99 agility, 90 reactions, 99 ball control, and 99 dribbling. That across the board is sensational. He's going to feel very quick, 87 acceleration, 92 sprint speed, 99 finishing with a sniper, 92 positioning. Now, I did originally have an engine on him. You'll have to take my word for it because I didn't take any screenshots with it. But I did put an engine on him, hand on heart. And I had him as a cam. Now, he's a 93 rated cam with an engine chem style. The thing that I found, though, is that for whatever reason, he just couldn't get assists. I would play it through to strikers and the strikers would miss, or the ball from Correa wouldn't quite be strong enough, for example. And it just wasn't really working. So I switched the chem style from an engine. Now, if you want to use him as a cam, engine is a good chem style. The only thing you'll struggle with is if you do use your cam as like stay forward. With Correa's high attacking work rate, he will get into the penalty area and he will get chances to shoot. And that was the issue for me. His finishing by itself, even though it's 87 with 88 shot power, his finishing wasn't quite up to standard. So what I did was I popped him up as a striker, gave him a sniper, and that fixed the problem completely. His finishing all of a sudden went from being quite inconsistent, not terrible, not bad, not even like below average really, it just wasn't consistent. That was the only thing. And then with a sniper, it just boosted that up. Incidentally, with an engine, do you get a composure boost? No, you don't. Well, I don't know, maybe that could have something to do with it. I don't know. I think the thing is the composure stat, and you know, EA have confirmed this, the composure stat should only really relate to how your player responds while being under pressure from an opposing player. So, for example, if I'm bearing down on goal with Correa and I've got Van Dijk next to me, the closer Van Dijk gets to me, the less composed Correa is and the more likely he is to make a mistake. That's the way composure should work. And I don't actually believe it does anything in-game. I've used players with 60, 70 composure and they're just fantastic. So I don't really think it does anything. However, with that being said, it might have explained why some of his shots weren't really that great half the time, because with the sniper he seems to be better, but he does get a 5 composure, whereas he didn't with the engine. Interesting. I was thinking out loud then. That's how I think in my head. So Correa up top, isolated by the two icons in a 4-5-1. Of course, we do switch in game to a 4-1-2-2. Kante will go into that CDM role, and Hadji and Litmanen will be my centre mids. And then, of course, Correa was the cam in this game. I think I switched him in the last 20 minutes just to see what he would be like up front. But in the next game in particular, then is when I start moving him. So I think I moved him sooner in the next game. So that's his ball through here to Eden Hazard, who realistically should score. But then we play it across to James, who plays it back. I actually tried to give it back to Correa to finish the move that he started. But incidentally, it went to Hazard instead. There is a very strange goal in this game. Courtois makes a catastrophic error that I think would be discard worthy. See if you can. If I remember to point it out, then I will. But otherwise, let me know if you see it. Correa's 5-star skills, an absolute dream. Big fan of it, I really am. That little ball roll flick is not my new favourite skill move, but I do like to do it. My favourite skill move is that heel to heel, like the sideways heel to heel flick. I love that. But that ball roll flick is so fun with a 5-star skiller, especially one like Correa, who has a little bit about him. You know, he's 6'2", he's got 81 strength. He therefore is quite strong and quite robust on the ball. He doesn't really lose it that often. He's got an absolute insane volley on him as well, and I noticed it after I put the sniper on him, that it just sort of it got better, and of course it would do because he gets a plus 10, but his volleys are fun. He doesn't, I don't think he scores many. I think he maybe scored one, but yeah, they are fun. This is the goal actually, so I will remember. Correa heads it toward the keeper, who then jumps literally 5 yards backwards over his own goal line. I thought the game had made a mistake because I looked away. As soon as Correa headed it across goal, I looked away because I knew it wasn't going in and I knew I didn't have a player there to attack it. So when I looked back and I realised that we'd scored, I thought the game had made a catastrophic error, and I started laughing, thinking, wow, how bad is that? And then when I looked at the replay, the keeper dived all the way back. This is another volley from Correa. Good effort there, great save from the goalkeeper that time. But his ball control, his skill moves, this is a great goal. And it's from kickoff, sure, but little 5-star skill. Is it a Balassi flick? I'm not quite sure. Either way, he gets in here, tight angle, but with that sniper cam style, there's absolutely no stopping him, and he gets in there to score. I think in this game he scored a hat-trick. In the last game he might have scored 1 or 2, or was it the last game he scored a hat-trick? Either way, I couldn't stop him from scoring goals, basically. I couldn't get him to assist anyone. He wouldn't set anybody up for some reason, but he did score his fair share. And as you can see, he gets in here and then top bins. I mean, his finishing literally knew no bounds after I gave him that sniper chem style. He had some of the deadliest finishing I've used. But before the chem style, it wasn't quite that story. So yeah, chem styles for me definitely do make a difference. We broke on our opponent there, made it 4-1. I think we even got a rage quit there. But as you can see, I've changed the way this looks a little bit. You might be thinking, no, you haven't. I have. In the top right, I've got a little meta ticket icon thing. I don't know. Basically, there was a comment in yesterday's video that was saying how I should scrap the class system because the class basically is just me saying how meta he is. So maybe there should be like a meta meter with me saying how meta he is, or if he's meta or if he's not meta. So I take that on board. I really do, because I do kind of agree that, you know, the class system, it needs explaining. I will have a screen that just pops up before the review breakdown that explains the classes. Literally, it's going to be on screen for like 5 seconds. You can pause it, and then we'll jump into this, because I tried to put it on screen. It looks a mess. But maybe I could introduce it. I'll tell you what I'll do. I will introduce it into this screen a little bit, but either way, what I decided to do was basically say if the card is meta or not, because I like the class system. I think we need it in terms of reviews. I take it as seriously as I possibly can do. Correa is not in the top 10% of players in this game, but he is a very good player that could easily walk into a lot of teams in terms of foot champ sides, right? Now, he's not going to walk into everybody's, so me saying starting 11 doesn't mean you should drop your Mbappe, for example, obviously, but he will fit into a lot of people's starting 11 teams, and I definitely think he's worthy of a place if you don't have a player that's better than him, if that makes sense. I really like his skill moves. It's a nice addition to the card. The weak foot is very, very solid, and in terms of a class 2, what that means is he's still in the top, I would say top 25% of players, top 30% of players, so he's still a very, very good, capable player that is definitely meta. His height and balance do sort of play against the meta, really, because obviously the taller you are, the less mobile you are, the less balance you have, again, the less agility you're going to feel like you have in game. So it's very counterproductive in that sense, but it can work in his favour, because to have a meta player with such strength is rare. And he has it. 81 strength, the height in there as well, which is a big strength factor in FIFA. He's going to feel a lot stronger than he actually is because of that height. I feel like this card is a very, very good card, especially for the price. So value for coins at 90 is very good. I'm hoping we get a couple more pack SBCs over the next few days, and that will maybe bring the prices down a little bit of some of these players. If you can get Correa for less than 100k, you have got yourself a bargain, and you should go and pick him up at all costs. He is a really, really good card, really good player, very versatile. 88 rated overall, in a class 2, of course. not in a Class 1, so not quite up there with Ronaldo, etc., but still a very capable player. Let me know what you think of the card in the comment section down below. If you have enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.